There's blue. Now I need red for the wizard mode. Come on, red for wizard mode. I'm not going to get credit for my blue target bank. Oh, did you see that? I hit it. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, back in the basement for Countdown Part 3. So, it is to-do list time. Alright. Haven't been down here since Jay and I set this up. That was last night. What we do know for sure is we got to level this machine, and that our 1,000-point chime, it's not really a chime, but you know, sound is bad. That needs to be repaired. Maybe see if I have a yellow drop target. Okay, we want to definitely mess with all the settings and get them to where we are happy, including like free play. All right. I'm gonna strip the Playfield and give it all new rubber and maybe LED. I don't ever write that down, but just for the sake of writing things down, since we're making a to-do list, rubber, LEDs, a new ball, maybe a new decal. We want to vacuum the cab, etc. Oh, check fuses. Want to do that. Henry, if you're watching this, I would love to order custom apron cards for this. I know you're moving away in a month, so hope to hook up with you before that happens. So yep, if you are so interested, these are pretty nasty. Some new ones would be sweet. If you're not watching, then I'll probably reach out to you anyway. But what else do we need that's obvious? That rubber is not cool. It'd be cool if we had like a rocket keychain to match the rocket on the Playfield. Mark Valuk said it kind of looks like a vibrator. And I told him that's because it is. So maybe we won't put one of those as a keychain though. Not quite as cool. Perhaps, possibly. No, the barrel spring's fine. But those are the obvious things for now. And what I'm going to do also is we'll level this thing out, and then we'll do some play testing and see what other things might pop up. But yeah, Countdown shouldn't be a 20-part series, you know. But you never know with me. Sometimes they get dragged out because I try and touch up the Playfield and spend the next 5 episodes trying to fix my mess that I made. I'm not going to be touching these up, these areas. They're just, I just don't think it would take so long. It's a lot of effort. You got to clear everything again 5 times to be safe. Spots up there. That doesn't look as obvious. Definitely front and center is the worst. I did buy those stencils though, so I think I said that with $6 Million Man though, right? I wasn't going to touch it up. And then I went and touched up Corey's, and then I thought, oh, now I need to touch up mine. So we'll see what happens. But I think cleaning, shopping, LEDing, and dialing in, this thing will be looking and playing beautifully. So start with that. Might have to charge some displays, get them a little brighter. So let's throw that on the list as well. The charge displays. But well, yeah, all right. I think I'm just going to level this thing and throw up the old tripod there, and let's play this thing, because I didn't actually play it yesterday. It was Jay. He just played a couple quick games there, and so yeah, I've never even played this thing, so I'm excited to try that out. So give me a couple minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, power this guy on, and I got it leveled, and the screen comes up and does say countdown this time, so we're not trying to play, what was it, Another game that started with a C. Not Cleopatra. Countdown, Cleopatra. Counterforce. No, whatever it wasn't Countdown. So, let's, do I get credits? Sweet, okay. Put my to-do list nice and close and handy. And here we go. All right, let's see what happens here. I just started listening to Silver Ball Chronicles with Ron Hallett and David Dennis, another fellow Canadian. And if I recall correctly, it is pretty much Ron and Bruce Nightingale, Ron Hallett and Bruce Nightingale, that are the ones that say this is one of the better System 1 games. So they've got good taste in games, for the most part. And I trust their judgment, so they say this is one of the best System 1 games. I tend to believe them. Okay, let's move this a little closer to my mouth so I don't have to lean so far. Got my head like 8 inches away from the center of the playfield, which makes playing it a little awkward, but that's my excuse anyway. Was that 5 balls? What the F? Did I even play? What happened? Okay, here we go. Let's get the skill shot. Oh, gotta add adjust the tilt bob to the to-do list because I remember it was hanging real low. Oh shite. Okay. So I imagine if you knock down all of any set of targets, it lights one of the lanes. And if you light like the green or blue lane, it gives you 5,000 points. You could maybe like shat your way to victory if that was the case. I'm pretty excited to learn these rules and strategies. I don't imagine it's going to be... Oh, really? Did I just... I might need to... I'll be changing some flipper coil sleeves. That was not a very solid flip. It might have just been me, though. As long as flippers are making it all the way to the top consistently, then I'm happy. But I do feel like flippers may be a little tired. Come on! Got one more green. There it is. Finally knocked the green bank down. There it is. Okay, so the extra ball is lit in the top left, and green is lit in the left lane. Oh, and now if I hit the drop targets, that green insert's lit too. Is that 5,000 per drop target, or if I clear the whole bank? So I got one more yellow drop target. Let's see if I can get that. And the extra ball would be fun to get too. I wasn't really paying attention though. I don't remember if... I think it was on a 5-ball game. Was it? I forget now. Whoa. Let's go extra ball. Okay, I got one red left, one blue left, one yellow left, and the green's all down. So the next one I really need is the yellow. Let's see if I can kind of loop around to the upper flipper or something. Come on, baby. Yes. There's blue. Now I need red for the wizard mode. Come on, red for wizard mode. I'm not going to get credit for my blue target bank. Oh, did you see that? I hit it. Should I shots myself? Oh, I don't want to. Oh. Uh-oh. Yes! Got it. max bonus 5x. And there's that lovely 1,000-point sound. I don't know if I had the 20,000 lit or not, but I did get the 5x at least. And I lit all the inserts in front of the target banks. Okay, where's my ball? Oh, that was at the end of the game. Okay, that was the end of the game. So I got, let's go up here, 200,000 points. High score is currently at 439. I know that's a little crooked. There we go. Okay, so I didn't notice any issues. I did see that some of the inserts are a little dirty underneath, so if I'm going to LED this bad boy, I'll be cleaning out all the dirt under all the inserts. Make sure that light shines through nice and beautifully. Flippers need a little bit of love. They all do, you know. So, all right, I got myself a list of things to do, and I'm going to start cracking. Okay, so remember, we're on page 37. I started at page 1, and there's 66 pages of the flipboard with 3 Ps. So I just wanted to like get a little refresher course on the different settings and whatnot, because I want probably skill shot, I want ball save, I want tilt warning. These are all things that you couldn't get on the original board. Attract mode lights, you know, all that fun stuff. And I mean, there is a lot. Shit, what page was I on again? I told you to remind me. Did you forget? Was it 31? No, 34? Don't worry, I know where I'm going with this. Hold on. See what I mean though? Like there's a million things. Oh, and even entering your initials you can do. It's a little bit tricky though. May seem a bit complex, just a matter of getting used to it. There's not much choice actually, since the user only has access to the credit button to pick up the letter. To pick up the letter, move the next one, and validate the name. A good compromise had to be made. Anyway, there's a whole level of skill in entering your initials. Okay, the name previously entered at this position is recalled first. So the current edited letter flashes. Hit the credit button. Okay, if the credit button is pressed for more than half a second, it scrolls to the next letter. So you got to hold the basically start button until it pops up a letter. Then wait a second. Hold it. Wait. Hold. Wait. Hold till you get your letter. All right. If the credit button is released, the scrolling stops on the current displayed letter, which flashes again, and then you press the button briefly. If the letter is stored, blah, 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 kind of rinse and repeat. So you got to do this within 5 seconds, too, of getting a high score, I think. If no action from the player for 5 seconds, the display is automatically stored, the displayed name. So you get a high score. Hold down that credit button really quick, and then let go, and then you'll be on letter B. Hold it down, let go, you'll be on the letter C. You know what I mean? And then, oh, if you want C, then hit the credit button quick. Yeah, so anyway, that's a whole skill in and of itself. Okay, so basically, there's presets. Is this presets? Yeah. So you can kind of change all the settings kind of at once. You can go with original, which gives you all the kind of original stuff that you would normally get. Or you can go with wizard mode, which is all of the stuff above, except it basically enables nearly all of the extra goodies. So nearly all the board's new features at the same time. This following chart shows both configuration setups in detail. Yeah, that's not all that informative for this purpose, but so instead of having to go through the settings tediously one at a time, I am just enabling wizard mode, and that should do it, because it even says here, where does it say? Configuring all the previous settings requires quite some patience if they are to be changed one by one. Considering that an unfortunate action on the credit button may overwrite in part or totally the game's data that you just spent all that time configuring. Confirmation is systematically asked for in all the submenus. So anyway, yeah, so you could spend all the time doing it, screw up, and then lose all of your friggin' progress. So I'm moving over to wizard mode, and hopefully I'll have all the goodies enabled, and then yeah, that would be sweet. Okay, I'll be back. Sweet, check it out. I've got attract mode. Yeah. Right on. Hopefully all the other features have also kicked in with the wizard setting presets. Okay. And it defaults to 99 credits too, so it's I think that means it's set to free play as well, which is also what I wanted, so boom. Okay, all of the fuses check out. Oh wait, I just noticed another one here for that transformer, so I'll have to check that. But what are you doing, Gottlieb, using some crazy weird 7.5 amp fuse? It's just a weird value. I probably have them, but 7 is in there, and as long as it's not overfused, I'm happy with that. But all the fuses check out. Hey, while I'm in here, might as well adjust this tilt bob. It is way low. There we go. Better already. Maybe I'll add oh, you can't really do the earplug mod on this. Not like the modern games to settle the tilt bob. If you don't know earplug pinball mod, if you don't know what that is, Google it. It's a pretty cool mod, but can't do it on Gottlieb System 1s. Anyway, that is another thing off the to-do list. Okay, so I took the Quad Zero steel wool, and where'd it go? My wire brush somewhere, and cleaned up the coin door. It was a little crusty. Looks a little better now. I kind of used the steel brush there to get in the cracks and stir up some friggin' 30-year-old dust. And the Quad Zero to kind of just polish up the door, and then a new decal. It's not the same as the one that was on there, but oh well, I didn't have the other one on me, so it gets that. Cut off the old rubber keychain. I didn't really look too hard to find a replacement for it, but I may end up with something on there. But yeah, that was kind of ugly, so moving on. Alright, I think it's time to change out these rubbers and clean the playfield. Here we go. Okay, rubbers removed, bulbs removed, apron removed. Now it's time to clean all the switches and tighten all the posts. Just make sure they're all tight. And clean the sockets. Alright, that's next. Okay, the playfield is all cleaned up. Started with some magic eraser, some cloth. Tried to clean it up as best as I could. Finished it off with some Novus 2. So it's got a nice little small sheen to it now. It was, you know, gets pretty dull when you use the magic eraser, but the Novus 2 brings it out. So next we're going to move on to maybe LEDs and rubbers. Okay, we're going to go with warm LEDs. I think it'll just suit the theme better. Actually, maybe I should test it out just to be safe. Put one warm on that side, one natural on that side. They're a little tight. Let's go over here maybe. My fingers are kind of slippery from Novus too. What do we got? Yeah, I think I'm gonna like warm better. I don't know, they both could probably work, but yeah, I think we'll go warm. It kind of more mimics the incandescent look, which is, yeah, that's apt for this era of game. All right, maybe I'll time-lapse this for fun. Here we go. Okay, there, I had to fight with these two guys. They are so set low. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, I think that looks good. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna figure out what size these rubbers are. The lovely thing about Gottlieb manuals is they only tell you the part number. They don't tell you the actual size, but it looks like someone wrote down that E8 or 10224 is a 3-inch rubber, but I'll just see if I can read the numbers off the old rubbers or just use my judgment, because you can't really screw that up too much. I've done enough rubbering that I know what fits good and what doesn't. All right, moving on. Okay. Oh, yeah, look, I made a friggin' mess. I got rubbers everywhere. Tools everywhere. My LEDs, they're not so bad, but definitely it's getting worse before it gets better. But I ended up just plugging in some of these part numbers into the interwebs. It was easier. I don't know what the 3 represents, but these 10224s are actually 3.5-inch rubbers, and there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, so here's what it looks like thus far. Oh, I just remembered I forgot the shooter tip rubber. So we got, oh, you know what I should have did? Let's put on some fun colored rubbers. But probably won't bother now. Oh, okay, and the other thing I gotta do is just double check all my switches. Once you put the rubbers on, you wanna make sure they're all good. And I even found a couple of these mini flipper rubbers that have like the little extra ribbon there that fits into the slot of the flipper bats. My pop cap on, the lane guides on, and there we go. So got these guys ready for my plastics when I install them. But that's coming along. I'm gonna maybe clean up my mess, maybe install the plastics, and possibly call that a wrap. So I'll be back. There's the new ball. All right, apron's installed. All switches are checked. Plastics are clean and installed using the white rubber post caps rather than those nasty metal acorns. And things are looking up. Yeah. That's a pretty good dent for the night. I think if I make it back down here tomorrow, I should probably be able to pull off all the underside LEDs, back box LEDs, charging displays, you know. I'll put in another good dent. So like I said, it's not going to probably take 15 episodes, this one. But I really love the attract mode with these flip boards. Just adds, especially with all the other features that I mentioned. They're not cheap. Last two I bought for black holes, they were about $1,100 landed, so $550 each roughly. And they probably gone up since then. Just like Color DMD finally went up. It's about time they did. I'm not happy that they did, but they held that $399 price point for so long. But now it's $429 US, so it ain't cheap, and I got 3 of them on the way. We'll find out what the damage is after the government gets their friggin' cut, little buggers. But this is coming along nicely, and I'm liking it. So that's it for episode 3. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.